my God. Oh my God. This is amazing, Johnny. Dude, this is great. Dude, people are really missing out if they're not watching this right now.
It's a shame that whenever a wholesome TikTok star is born, you have to keep your mind open to the very real possibility of them turning out a creep. In the case of Johnny Elbows, it turned out sad not only for everyone else, but also Johnny himself. He would go from just being a chill guy in a small town to becoming a TikTok sensation overnight. The internet was fascinated with Johnny, whether it be his dancing videos where he's either twerking or doing the gritty, or any one of his haunting videos where he's displaying the full power of his charm for the ladies.
I just hurt my damn leg. When you get this candy, oh.
Do you have trouble hearing people talking? Do you probably ask loved ones?
But in only a matter of months, that fame would turn sour when Johnny Elbows went from a cringy, harmless meme to a straight-up creep who was sexualizing 12-year-old girls. On top of that, people started to piece it together that Johnny Elbows was being exploited by his so-called friend for views on TikTok. So in order to understand how things ended up so catastrophically, we're going to dare to take a closer look at the life of the almost 40-year-old man who both broke and haunted the internet.
Here I am, for real. This is me for real, okay? Jonathan Lee Thorington, but you can call me Johnny Elbows. That's my nickname. My phone number is 402.
Johnny Elbows, or Jonathan Lee Thorington, is a 30-something-year-old man born in Fremont, Nebraska in the mid-1980s. There's very little available online when it comes to the history of Johnny. Although he's from Nebraska, he appears to have been living in Logan, Iowa for a while now. Also, he seems to have made a couple videos in Omaha, Nebraska, which was the location of Johnny's best friend at the time, Mario, a person we'll be looking a lot into later. Although there's no official source for this, Johnny didn't always have the appearance we know him for today. Allegedly, he was just a normal kid up until a terrible accident damaged not just his body, but also his brain. Johnny is double-jointed, which means his elbow can bend in directions that it shouldn't. This is why in high school his friends gave him the nickname Johnny Elbows. In addition to his physical complications, Johnny also has mental deficiencies.
I'm retarded and I'm handicapped. And I'm just looking for a friend to hang out with.
Of course, as you can probably imagine, growing up with his conditions was certainly a rough affair. Nevertheless, Johnny soldiered through high school as best he could. He attended special ed classes and made a few friends. This is all allegedly from stories that Johnny told himself during his live streams with Mario. But those videos have since been scrubbed off the internet. Johnny never got to go to college. Instead, he stayed in town, immersing himself into a world of video games, movies, and the internet. Also unfit to get a job, he mostly roamed around town hanging out at the library and the public park. Not exactly the most fulfilling life, but at least he was happy and peaceful. Johnny Elbows had no idea that his life was about to change forever. Johnny's strange online presence as a TikToker wasn't started by his own design. Instead, a guy named Mario, who was local to the same area as Johnny, would take credit for his fame. Mario had seen Johnny a couple of times around the neighborhood, and on one fateful day, he decided to film their interaction whilst in his car. He posted the video on his TikTok account, and it immediately went viral.
How's it going?
Good.
Don't do that, please. Why?
Did you just get off work? Want some nut?
What kind are they?
Barbecue.
Oh, okay. There you go. Driving around, huh?
Yep. No, you got off work.
You're gonna get in trouble by my brother.
You got a brother?
Nathan?
Wow. Living player. Right? Hey!
You gotta be quicker than that, buddy.
This video took the internet by surprise. In addition to being fascinated by Johnny's physique, not one but two memes were created from it. The first was Bluetooth eating, as many people thought he was chewing something even before he swiped the bag of barbecue chips. But the main reason why this went viral was because of Johnny's expert pickpocketing skills, followed by what would become his catchphrase, "You gotta be quicker than that, buddy." Upon getting tens of millions of views, Mario smelled the opportunity to go big here, and so he looked to make Johnny his personal lolcow. Mario would take Johnny around town making viral videos which he uploaded to his own TikTok, Whilst Johnny himself didn't have a TikTok account at the time, although Johnny seemed to enjoy making these videos and Mario never forced him into it, it was still clear as day that their quote-unquote friendship was an exploitative relationship. Mario was taking advantage of a mentally disabled guy who just happened to live nearby to boost his TikTok viewership. But neither of them seemed to care. Johnny Elbows was addicted to the attention, and Mario was addicted to the sweet cash. This fact becomes apparent when you take a look at some of the content they were putting out. A good percentage of it was Mario reading out whatever the chat wanted Johnny to do. Most of the time it was funny dance videos. Sometimes it was Johnny hitting the gritty.
Foot creep, only they eat a walk. Still there and stay low, makes a little singers. I see some bad walk down, facing with that.
Other times it was a Shakira dance.
Never really go there, she get there and like. She make a man want to be Spanish. She always sing out about because it got me.
And a personal favorite of the Johnny Elbows community was him twerking.
Uh-oh, he's doing this just for you guys. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Yo! Get it, Johnny. Dude, how do you drop it low so good? Man,
The twerking videos would also lead to the infamous skid mark saga, but we'll get to that later. This video was more relevant to show the not-so-subtle manipulation tactics on play from Mario, letting Johnny know that the crowd really likes the twerking and then later complimenting his twerking skills. Plus, people pointed out that no true friend would be scrambling to get the camera behind him and zoom into his butt. Regardless, the Johnny Elbow train had left the station, and almost every video that they made together was instantly going viral and becoming a meme.
let's go. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is amazing, Johnny. Dude, this is great. Dude, people are really missing out if they're not watching this right now.
The Johnny Elbows roar became a viral meme format all by itself, and Johnny's rapidly increasing fan base would make tons of edits of his roar and post it all over the internet. Mario and Johnny would often go live on TikTok as they moved through town. They would get tens of thousands of live viewers, and Mario would never miss the opportunity to use it in motivating Johnny to do more stuff. He would say "we" when describing the 6 million likes he just got, despite the account being basically 100% his.
Guess what, John? What? Besides all that nonsense, we got 6 million. 6 million, dude.
Regardless, with the Johnny Elbows fan base rapidly growing in 2022, coupled with the higher demand for content, Johnny Elbows would unwittingly find himself in some embarrassing controversy. Fans demanding for twerk videos would one day get more than they asked for, as a brown stain was spotted at the bottom of his pants.
People are clamoring for twerks, Johnny. They want twerking. Uh-oh. Here it is. Johnny's twerking. He's twerking up a storm. Johnny drops it low.
Immediately people saw what they think they saw, the comments started to roll in. Mario notices this and asks Johnny about it. Johnny then claims that the mark wasn't caused by what everyone was thinking of, but instead some wet black paint.
They want to know if you had a poopy accident.
No, it's just I was sitting on a wet paint, and it smeared my pants.
Yes. See, everybody, just wet paint.
It's just wet paint.
Yes, it is not what everybody thinks it is.
No, it's not. It's just wet paint.
Yes.
Because I was sitting on a black paint, on a black bench, and I fell asleep, and I go, oh, shoot.
Hey, Johnny, tell these people think that I'm taking all your gifts. Tell the people how I share all my gifts.
That's not a story anyone was about to buy, and it showed once again what an excellent friend Mario was, as he had no problem putting Johnny's shame on camera for everyone to see. In case it wasn't obvious enough, it happened again where Mario gladly zoomed into Johnny's ass for a close-up twerk, and Johnny had another skid mark.
Uh-oh, he's doing this just for you guys. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Yo! Get it, Johnny. Dude, how do you drop it low so good? Man, I wish...
Despite the embarrassment for Johnny, it didn't stop him from having a good time putting on a show for his adoring fans. And coming up on the end of 2022, Johnny Elbows would finally get a TikTok handle of his own.
Johnny Elbows in the house. I just want to tell you guys, Johnny Elbows always here, waiting for you guys. If not, you guys don't have to worry about following me.
When Johnny was exclusively making content with Mario, he had the benefit of never having to come up with the ideas himself, as well as never having to interact with the audience himself. The majority of Johnny's fan base being people who just wanted to troll him meant it was a bad idea for him to manage an account all by himself because of the potential abuse he could be opening himself to. At the start, Johnny had no idea what kind of content his fans wanted from him, so he often started recording himself and said whatever came to mind, like creepily repeating his own catchphrase.
Johnny Elbows back into town and everything else. You'll see pictures of different people on my face and everything else. How's it going? Gotta be quicker than that, buddy. Oh yeah. You gotta be quicker than that, buddy. How's it going, buddy? How's it going, buddy? I forgot what I was gonna say. You gotta be quicker than that, buddy. Oh yeah. What the? That scream.
When the trolls found out about Johnny's personal account, it was game over. Johnny was about to be put through an emotional roller coaster, even though he very innocently wanted to hang out with his friends.
This is John Thornton, your friends. I wish I had a golf cart right about now and then I can take all my friends on a ride. This is Johnny Elbows, your best friends. Everyone out there?
Before long, trolls managed to trick Johnny into doxing himself. Johnny willingly gave out his phone number and instantly regretted it. He got bombarded with text and calls, and his TikTok account was temporarily banned. This would be the first of several temporary bans Johnny would receive over the next few months. As his fan base grew wider, so did the trolls, and they would take things up a notch when they started messaging Johnny posing as girls who want to date him. As a result of this, Johnny began to get less playful in his content. Starting in late 2022, only a couple of months after the creation of his own channel, Johnny began to call less for friends in general and more specifically for girls he could hang out with. Johnny, being the sexy beast that he is, encouraged girls to chat him up but not to hunt him down.
Johnny Elbows is back in business, baby. And any girl out there who wants to chat with me, they can chat with me, but just don't hunt me down. Please, don't. I just want to be your friend, and that's about it.
He then made another video shortly after saying that if the ladies wanted him, they could have him.
Hey girl, if you want me, you can have me. I don't care. I'm 36 years old. I wish you had me, girl. I'm not gonna quit on you. We'll be friends.
Sometimes he even encouraged the girls to come meet him at the park.
It's me again. I just want to tell you, girl, don't give up. Keep on trying. When you see me, Johnny Elbows, I'll be at the park. Just come meet me. Bye.
And then another video and another video and another, where he just continues to appeal to the girls in his audience to come find him in the places he hangs out. Just tens of videos where he repeats the same point over and over again, seemingly because the girls weren't showing up. At this point, Johnny Elbows' TikTok account was more like an extended Tinder bio where he would try different types of invitations to see which one worked on the ladies.
Yo guys, I'm here in my bedroom. That girl, I know you're 36, I'm 36. How about this? We'll get to know each other a little more, down to the park, down to the library. That's where I mostly go. I go to the library and you'll see me doing my dance moves and everything.
Johnny Elbows is always ready to mingle and ready to dance. Oh yeah.
If there's one thing you couldn't criticize Johnny for, on the other hand, is that he was brutally honest in his auditions for the ladies. He would repeatedly admit he's in his late 30s, that he eats cake the funny way, and that he was very fat, a seemingly very humble guy who just wanted the ladies to love him for who he is.
Or come find me if you can. If you girls find me, you have to dare me to do something. I just have to eat pancakes or eat ice cream the funny way, or I'm at home in my room. You can't really see anything. You can see my star, what the library people gave me. My throat still hurts a little bit, but I'm kind of fat. I am fat. And if you don't want a fat guy like me, you can choose somebody else.
And on top of all that, he even throws in a little incentive. The girls get to dare him when they meet up with him. But it seemed like being nice wasn't working out for Johnny, so he decided to change his strategy and play hard to get.
Johnny Elbows is in the house, baby. Girls, if you want to find me, come find me if you can. If not, give up. You'll never find me, and you'll never will find me.
This really was proving to be the dark side of Johnny Elbows. Many people believe that because of the accident that Johnny suffered as a kid that made him this way, he became permanently stuck as an 8-year-old mentally despite being in his late 30s. This is due to the fact that Johnny in most cases acts like a kid, being blissfully ignorant of how society works whilst being unashamed to be himself in public. As a result of that, a lot of people restrain themselves from criticizing him harshly when he does anything inappropriate. However, Johnny's obsession with the ladies is certainly a product of his adult mind rather than a child's one. A child definitely wouldn't be saying things like this.
Ladies out there, you girls are nothing but a love machine. And if you girls want to see me this summer, come down to the swimming pool and girls can do whatever you want with me.
Despite Johnny's desperation for a girlfriend, he wasn't about to let his standards slip. He made videos like these where he detailed what kind of house and cars he wants his potential partner to have. But if she doesn't have a nice house and car, then Johnny at least requires them to meet his physical standards. Johnny likes a girl with a little junk in the trunk.
Girlfriend around my age, a little girl around my age, just a little junk in the trunk, but not a whole lot. If you girls want that, shake your booty at me.
Johnny's persistence with the ladies would eventually take him down a rabbit hole he wasn't prepared for. You see, due to the fact that he'd spent weeks asking for a girlfriend, and there seemed to be no actual takers, the trolls would step in to take advantage of Johnny's desperation by catfishing him. One of the first fake relationships he got into wasn't actually with a girl, but an alleged Russian guy. A troll posing as a guy from Russia began to leave positive comments on Johnny's videos.
Hopefully, when you guys see this again, Johnny Elbows is always going to be your friend, no matter what, guys. People from Russia, follow them and comment them, not me.
This Russian guy's real name was apparently Joseph, but Johnny almost always addressed him in his videos as Russian guy. Apart from that, this Russian guy played his cards right because he became very dear friend to Johnny. Russian guy gave Johnny advice when he mistakenly leaked his own phone number online.
Hey guys, it's me, Johnny Elbows again. I love how I do this, and I'm not giving my cell phone number out this time. I'm not gonna do it. Never again. And Russian guy, thank you for everything. Thank you for everything, buddy.
But Russian guy was intending to take Johnny for a ride. He would often tell Johnny either in the live chat or in private messages about how he and his girlfriend were physically fighting or committing crimes just to get a reaction out of Johnny. Johnny was a remarkably easy target and he fell for it. Russian guy would even be given the hard task of finding a soulmate for Johnny. He seemed to have even picked up some dating advice from Russian guy, as he as well didn't want any gold diggers. If there's one thing the Russian guy succeeded in doing anyway, it's completely emasculating Johnny to the point where he even tries reverse psychology on the girls.
So, Russian guy, when you get this, there might be plenty of girls out there looking for you. They don't need me. I'm just a random guy.
But all of a sudden, the girl started to roll in. In fact, Johnny seemed to have several girlfriends. In reality, these were likely several trolls who were pretending to be girls so they could mess with Johnny. One of these girls was Cindy Lou. Johnny made a video in November of 2022 announcing to all the ladies and the gold diggers that he had found the perfect girl and was off the market. Even though he admitted that Cindy Lou only wanted to be friends for now, he was confident that everything was going to work out. What was more important to Johnny was the fact that she had quote-unquote a donkey booty and great big knockers.
For better girls out there, you don't have to look for me anymore because I already got a girl. Her name is Cindy Lou. People call her Cindy Lou off Google or something like that. And she has the donkey booty, and she's 36, same age as I am. And better girls, you girls, stop looking for me because I'm already taken by Cindy Lou. And she loves me. She wants to be my friend for now. And so her and I get to know each other. And hopefully her and I can elope, being friends will elope. And we can chat. We can text each other. We can do anything we want. The only that she don't like is bees. And she's allergic to bee sting and pollen. The same thing I am. I'm allergic to bee sting and pollen. And she has a donkey booty, and she has big knockers.
Nobody besides Johnny actually believed that he was getting a serious girlfriend, but they didn't have to wait for long to find out how the relationship went sideways, if indeed it happened at all, or even if Cindy Lou is a real person. The easy explanation was that Cindy Lou was just a troll from the comments, simply catfishing Johnny for a prank. But as time went on, more and more people started to theorize that maybe there was no troll, and Johnny himself invented the story and he was just lying. The suspicion grew when they discovered that Cindy Lou was the name of the little girl from the popular film How the Grinch Stole Christmas. After all, Johnny does prove to be capable of lying, which you'll see in a moment. But whether or not Cindy Lou was a real person, or whether or not she was the product of a troll or of Johnny's own imagination, it would prove insignificant because they would break up pretty soon. Johnny Elbows and Cindy Lou broke up, and Johnny had two entirely different stories on how it happened. He initially said it was because Cindy Lou couldn't handle a joke, or that she's a gold digger. He claims she called him telling him she doesn't love him no more. He didn't care though because he was only really with her because her other boyfriend owed him money.
Cindy Lou is just nothing but a liar. She gets what she wants, but I told her a normal joke. I told her, Cindy Lou, I know why people don't want you because you're fat and ugly. Because you're a tiny little bitch and you know what you want. And nothing about it. Everybody out there, watch out for her. There's no trouble. She ought to flirt with any guy she sees with fresh money, fresh blood. And when she gets to settle down with you and have plenty of love, then she'll come you for another guy. And she does that because she wants something. If you give it to her, it's special for her. Like a dog. Yeah. And that's why she called me up and she told me, John, I don't love you no more. That's fine. I wasn't really in love with you. I was just trying to get you to get your boyfriend. Your boyfriend will.
Not sure where the joke was in all of that, but it didn't matter anyway because only a couple days later the story would change. This time he claimed that they were out on a date and she was busy flirting with other guys on her phone, which led to him calling her a gold digger and breaking up with her.
When I was trying to hang out with her, she didn't want to pay attention to me. She was looking at her phone, and when I saw another guy on her phone, I go, all right, fine, see you later. And I told her, I might not see you again because I know you're a gold digger. Good luck with your life, Cindy Lou. I have nothing to say to you at all.
First it was her calling him and breaking up with him, then it was him who dumped her in person. Maybe Johnny is mixing up his girls there after all. Cindy Lou isn't the only girl who's broken his heart. Johnny claims to have dated a 60-year-old cougar named Susan. Susan was his first love, and it unfortunately ended badly.
And this girl, Susan, she's a big joke. She always gonna be a joke to me. Well, she used to be my first love until she broke my heart.
According to Johnny, their love was pretty intense. She would do incredibly romantic things like push him backwards down a hill, kissing him on a sled, throwing a snowball at his butt, and putting ice down his pants. Truly the peak of romance.
And I started laughing our ass off when we saw me falling down the hill backwards. She decided to push me down backwards on the sled. I grabbed her with me and we started kissing down the hill. She got on top of me and started kissing me. And I did the same thing to her, and she decided to throw a snowball at my butt. She stuck ice down my pants and made me sit down on the picnic table with my butt soaking ass wet.
But sadly, she left Johnny heartbroken when she broke up with him to be with another guy in a cruel and unusual fashion.
Hey guys, hey girl. I'm in the bathroom right now, but I want you to know my last girlfriend, Susan, she dumped me with some other guy. She says she hates me. She says 2 words and hang up, 2 words and hang up, 2 words and hang up. Who does that?
The complex puzzle that is, the love life of Johnny Elbows gets 100 times more convoluted and confusing when you find out about Candy and Sandy. As time went on in Johnny's standalone TikTok career, the one subject that would dominate his content would be his relationship with Candy and Sandy. Candy and Sandy would take up more space in Johnny Elbows' content than Cindy Lou and Susan put together. Whilst with Cindy Lou and Susan, we can't be sure that they weren't invented in the head of Johnny. With Candy and Sandy, it was obvious that somebody else was pulling all the strings. So who is Candy and Sandy? According to Johnny himself, one of them, Candy, looks like a woman, and the other, Sandy, looks like a man because she has a D.
One looks like a woman, one looks like a man because she has a dick.
It speaks volumes that Johnny's only proof that Candy and Sandy were real girls was the photos he had received from them. Goes without saying that anybody could get photos of anybody else and sent them to Johnny. Johnny's statement also raises the question of whether or not he actually saw a picture of Sandy with a D. Regardless of the obvious questions, Johnny had fallen for both of them and spent a lot of time chatting with them. Before long, the girls couldn't keep up with Johnny's intensity, which put him in his feelings a little bit.
Am I recording? Yeah. Sandy and Candy. I don't know, I'm doing my own thing right now. You girls can do whatever you want. If you girls want to get in contact with me, go ahead, I don't care.
Pretending to not care was Johnny's ultimate play whenever he was having a disagreement with the girls, but it's hard to convince anyone you don't care when you've already sent them nudes like Johnny had.
I'll just be fine by myself. And tell the other lady she can delete my pictures of my wiener and everything else.
There's no chance in hell whoever was trolling Johnny was going to delete those pictures. Materials like that are why trolls troll. Regardless, Johnny could never find it within himself to stay mad at the girls. Even after they wronged him, he would still make videos telling everybody about how he's going to earn their trust back.
And the other lady, they're my friends now, again. I know it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna see if I can earn their trust back. I'm gonna try my best to earn their trust back. And everything else, Candy and the other girl, I'm sorry I hurt your guys' feelings. Bye, Felicia. Candy and Sarah, bye, Felicia. Nice knowing you, girls. And you girls don't need to follow me no more. Do not text me, do not call me. Bye, Felicia. I'm sorry, Candy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Candy, I wasn't thinking. And Sandy, I'm so sorry. Johnny Elbows here is sorry what he said. I was just mad. I shouldn't have took it on you ladies. I'm sorry.
And so back and forth, the love pendulum swung. In general, it would take a lot less from Candy and Sandy to get Johnny back on their side than it would to upset him. According to Johnny, the quote-unquote girls would sometimes ignore his calls and texts for a couple of days. The girls would even call him names like fat and chubby, mocking him right to his face, and for the most part, Johnny ate all of the abuse because he was in love. But on one occasion, he seemed to have had enough. After some advice from his mom and dad, he decided to cut ties with Candy and Sandy permanently.
Sandy, Candy, delete my picture off your phone. Do not call me, do not text me. Leave me and my friends alone. And leave me alone. I can't do this no more. You guys need to focus on your job. Don't worry about me anymore. If you girls hate my guts, go ahead, hate my guts. I don't care. My mom and dad told me I gotta move on in my life. And I can't, my mom and dad told me to stay away from you girls. And anytime you girls do that to me, I can't focus on my life, and I want to focus on my life. Do not come to Logan. Do not come find me. Do not text me. Do not call me. Just leave me alone. Hold on, I'm on the phone. Please leave me alone, okay? Leave my friends alone, okay? Candy and Sandy, please leave me alone. And delete that picture of my you-know-what. Delete it. Please. I don't want nothing from you girls. Every time I try to call you, you don't call me back. And now, I'm doing the silent treatment on you girls. And you girls don't like it, you can just take a hike and go back the way you came from. Please leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with you. If you want to go out with some other guys, go ahead. I don't care. Just leave me out of it. Call me fat chubby. Call me fat and chubby. I don't care. And you girls, leave me and my friends alone. I'm not gonna have kids with you. I'm not gonna do nothing. You girls need to focus on another guy and stay with that guy. Do not come find me. I'm telling you, as a stranger, just don't come after me. Please. It was a mistake to see if you girls come in here. It is a mistake. It is a mistake to bring you girls here. But don't come here, please. I'm begging you.
Johnny had already apparently invited the girls several times to his hometown in Logan, Iowa, and of course, they never showed up. And despite the constant blue balling, Johnny never really wanted to let go of the dream. He even suggested that the girls could cheat on him if they wanted, as long as it's not in front of him.
If you girls want to follow your dreams about meeting some other people, go right ahead, 'cause you're not gonna hurt my feelings. If you guys want to flirt with any guys you want, go ahead. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. If you want to cheat on me, cheat on me. I don't care. Just don't do it in front of me. If you do it in front of me, that's okay. 'Cause I'm better off staying single for a while.
Candy and Sandy would once again troll him by promising to see him in the summer. A very horny Johnny Elbows was nothing short of excited.
This summer, I'll be shaving. My mom's gonna give me a haircut, and I'll be ready for the summer. And everything else. I can't wait to see you girls in real life. That's me sticking my tongue out on you. Love you, Candy. Love you, Sandy. I'll be my dinner.
This video went viral, and the top comments were people being shocked, confused, or creeped out. Keep telling myself I'm not going to continue watching these to the end, yet here I am, violated by an umbrella handy. Somebody call the library and tell them what this man is doing with their free Wi-Fi. Why do I feel like I've just witnessed a crime? Despite professing his love for Candy and Sandy by jerking off an umbrella in a public library, the girls would once again be a no-show at the swimming pool in the summer like he arranged. At this point, they were really starting to wear Johnny down mentally. The fun-loving, roaring, dancing Johnny Elbows that everyone used to love on Mario's channel had been replaced by a lovesick Johnny who was being taken for a ride. The girls only got more and more courageous with the stunts they pulled. Sometimes an unknown number would call Johnny pretending to be the husband of Candy. Sometimes the girls would tell Johnny that they wanted to have his kids. Other times they promised him a threesome, but it was never going to happen, and Johnny Elbows was none the wiser. One of the more elaborate pranks they pulled on Johnny was convincing him that both Candy and Sandy worked at a strip club and that they were trapped in there for days. Johnny would then make an appeal video asking for his girls to be set free and kept safe. He would even be willing to lay his life down for them.
Starting now. Guys, you need to set her free at the strip club. You need to let her go home, because she hasn't seen her family for a long time. You need to do that for me, please. Life is stakes here. I need you to do that one thing for me. Please, guys, and stop following me. You ruined our lives together. Me, Candy, and Sandy. If you ruin their lives, they'll never forgive me. Never again. I want them to be safe. And that kid talked to me. I got his phone number. And next time you see me, take it easy on me, because I won't pick a fight. I love those girls so much. And if you don't want to do that, you can go and hang with me. I won't pick a fight. I'll never pick a fight. But I want to protect those girls as possible I can. They're my friends. They're my girlfriends. And I want you to do that for me, please. Can you do that for me? Just take her back to her car at the strip club. Please. Let her go. She had nothing to do with this. I want her to be safe. And the cops, if you get her, protect her. And you cops can arrest me, or I did something wrong, I'll do it. I'll do anything for those girls.
Another very common trick in the Candy and Sandy playbook was to make Johnny jealous by cucking him. They would often tell Johnny that they're sleeping with a black guy or some of his friends just to put him through emotional torture. As a response, Johnny would try to make the girls jealous too. He once left a voicemail telling Candy he was hugging and kissing a girl named Becca from McDonald's.
Please leave your message after the tone.
So, Candy, you gonna be cheating on me with some black guy? Go right ahead, cause I'll just cheat on you just right back, cause I've been talking to Becca at McDonald's. She gave me a great big hug. And she gave me a kiss on the lips. What your dumbass have to say about that, Candy? And Candy, go ahead and cheat on me with some little black guy. Go ahead. Don't care. And if you want to move on, move on.
When that strategy didn't work, Johnny would resort to some manipulation tactics of his own to get the girls back on his side, faking an injury to make Candy feel sorry for him.
Candy, I just hurt my damn leg. When you get this, Candy,
Do you have trouble hearing people talking? Do you possibly ask loved ones to repeat themselves? You miss out on important conversations with friends.
I'm sorry, Candy.
You would benefit from nano hearing aids. Other hearing aids are expensive and cost.
Leg.
In and cheap amplifiers just don't cut it. Call now and get 2 minute CIC recharge.
Damn toy horse!
For only $297. Or opt into our payment plan.
I got a toy horse in my leg.
And your shipping is absolutely free.
You can see.
I love how affordable hearing aids are. Compared to some hearing aids,
Damn toy horse.
for $5,000. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids ever again.
Johnny Elbows out.
Candy had Johnny wrapped around his finger even when he attempted to move on with an older woman named Brittany. Johnny was excited when he met her because, unlike Sandy, she didn't have a penis, but he was especially a fan of her long hair.
She was trying to find a guy like me, and she found me. She don't have a deep voice. She has a girl voice, and she loves me for it. She doesn't have a penis. 30, 38, or 39. She's a medium. No, 200 something. No, I love her. I love her long hair. Her long hair goes down to her butt.
It didn't take long before Johnny was making plans for her to move cities, join him in Logan, Iowa, and get married to each other.
I'm taking my girl out to dinner first, and I'm going to take her to the movies second, and go swimming with her. And 4, she's going to decide to move up here someday in the future. And if she decided to move up here in the future, she's gonna get married to me, and we're gonna get married and have kids.
But it's like the old saying goes, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Candy would show up in Johnny's life again to make sure it never happened.
Candy always had to mess with my life again. Damn Candy. Brittany, whatever your name is. You don't have to come this summer.
Easy prep, cook and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
She's controlling my life again, and I can't handle this no more. I don't want to hurt you anymore. We're done.
Discover a world of striking hair color.
I'm sorry, Brittany. She's controlling my life. Don't know why. I'm better off being alone. You don't even have to come to see me this summer. And I'll make sure you find someone around your age. You can find someone better than me. I'm just gonna give up.
Such was the amount of control that Candy and Sandy had over Johnny that they could easily turn him against his long-standing friends, like Mario and the Russian guy, with ease. Apart from the constant blue-balling, mocking, and insulting they were inflicting on Johnny, they would also just break him down by telling him that they had a thing for his friend, Mario.
Give you anything, and I can't give you what you want and everything. If you want to be with Mario, girls. And I'll just say hi to you every once in a while, and I'll swim by myself like I always do, and relax in the swimming pool by myself.
At first, Johnny would try to be mature about it, telling his buddy that he could go ahead and have the girls.
Everything else, Candy and the other girl, I'm sorry I hurt your guys' feelings. It's not you, stupid Mario. He's a fucking asshole.
If anything, this proved that the friendship between Mario and Johnny wasn't all that strong. Mario probably only called when it was time to make some more videos, or when he needed to prevent Johnny from quitting the internet, because that would hurt his TikTok revenue. But Mario, for the most part, would miss these videos Johnny would make accusing him of stealing his fake girlfriends. As a result, Johnny could easily believe whatever lies Candy and Sandy told him about Mario.
Hey Mario, you can have Candy and that lady. You can have them both. Me? I'm just gonna stay single. I'm gonna stay single for a while again. I knew I was not supposed to get my love up hopes with these girls, these ladies, I meant. You can have them both. Me? I'll just stay single. Candy? You don't have to worry about me anymore. You don't have to worry about me. And tell the other lady she don't have to worry about me anymore either. I'm staying single the rest of my life. You ladies have a nice rest of your life with Mario.
And just like with any troll, when they succeed at first, the next question was how far could they take it? And the answer was very far. The girls would tell Johnny that his best friend Mario was the one responsible for kidnapping Candy from the strip club and holding her hostage. This had the potential for disaster because Johnny, oblivious to what was actually going on, would try to involve the police.
What'd you do? What did you do? Why'd you came at them? Why did you go after them? They said they loved me. Whatever. Sandy told me Candy got kidnapped. Why? The cops are gonna be coming after you then. I told them where you're at. Yep. I told them Mario has you have Candy, and I told them.
As if that wasn't unhinged enough, the girls would tell Johnny that Mario took Candy's possessions and is forcing her to be his girlfriend. Just truly uncomfortable and unacceptable things to be joking about, but these were high-effort trolls, apparently. They even found a way to impersonate Mario and send text to Johnny to make him even more mad.
Call me back or text me. Mario, you're a dead man. You're not my friend no more. I can't believe what you told me. You're such a loser, Mario. No one likes you. Why'd you take Candy's car and keys? Why'd you take her car and keys for? You and I is not friends no more. Mario. Big boy pants. We're not friends no more, Mario. I can't believe what you're doing this to me. I'm not gonna do this again and again. You're on your own, Mario. I'm not your friend. And the cops will come after you. And I gave someone your number. And when they call you, ooh, you better run, boy. You better run. You better run your whole life. And just give up at the police station. Turn yourself in. Just turn yourself in, Mario. Please. Turn yourself in, Mario. What do we do? You gotta turn yourself in and say, alright, I did it. You gotta tell them you did it. What you did to Candy. And I'm going to put a stop to it. Candy and Sandy's gonna come to me protecting them, and I'm kicking you in the nuts for it. Mario, you and me not friends no more. Now, turn yourself in, or else everything's gonna be hard for you. Forever.
It seemed the goal here was to pull Johnny apart from all his actual friends because Mario wasn't the only target for Candy and Sandy. They roped Johnny's Russian guy into the mess as well. The girls began telling Johnny that they may be falling for Joseph instead. At first, Johnny would direct his anger towards the girls.
Candy, leave me alone. You girls need to go get a life. Don't call me, don't text me, do not do anything. You guys are going to Joseph, my favorite friend. He's a lawyer, and I guess you guys have a good life with him. Me? I'm staying single rest of my life. You told me to move on, Candy, and that's what I'm doing. You move on. Now, don't call me. If you call me, I'm not picking up. I'm not gonna pick up or anything else. And I'm not gonna smile for you, girl. I never will, and I never have.
But eventually, the jealousy consumed him, and he turned on the Chad Russian guy.
Oh no. Joseph, we're not friends anymore. Because you took the girls from me. And that's fine. You can have them. Me? I'm not doing nothing.
And just like with Mario, Russian guy would get accused of kidnapping Johnny's girls.
Just don't kidnap her no more. Everyone's worried about her. I'm even worried about her. Just do that for me, guys, please. Every big boy in Omaha, Mario, you better pray to God she's not at your house. she is. Hell's gonna be paying for you, dude. And the Russian guy, I know you don't have her. If you do, you better take her back home. Right now. And Joseph, you better take her home right now. 'Cause her hubby is missing her. And the police needs to find her fast. And I need you to do that for me, okay? Please. She needs to go back home.
Johnny's life with Candy and Sandy in it was quickly turning into the plot of an action movie, with how frequently the girls were being captured and needing to be rescued. The whole saga was making the fun, lovable Johnny paranoid and confrontational. So, for the first and only time ever, he questioned whether or not the girls were actually real.
Everyone thinks you're fake. Every person out there thinks you're fake. Candy and Sandy. Everyone else out there on TikTok think you're fake. Fake people, fake ladies, everything else. You gotta prove them you're real. If not...
And this was the beginning of the end of a painfully traumatic relationship with his own trolls. Things get even more diabolical when you consider the possibility that Johnny Elbows may have sent Candy and Sandy real money.
I'm sorry I'm saying this to you girls, but every time I see how your day is and everything, you guys don't love me. You just love my money. And I can't handle that no more. I gotta focus on my other life.
The extremely complex and convoluted Candy and Sandy saga was more than enough to break Johnny mentally. These pair of girlfriends had left more mental scars on him than any of his other troll girlfriends, and it showed. Johnny and his TikTok content was now a lot more frustrated. Although he was still blissfully ignorant and happy for the most part, an underlying tone of anger and depression had crept in.
I just need time for myself. No ladies right now. Until this summer, I'll find a girl around my age. Just take a chill pill. Yes, and a girl keep mentioning me on damn TikTok, and I'm trying to be myself, but they don't want to leave me alone.
Beginning to move on from Candy and Sandy, he tried to reconnect with Brittany. Brittany was the new girl with the long hair he was planning to get married to before Candy forbade him. Now that he was free from their grasp, he thought he could sneak his way back in, but Candy and Sandy weren't done with him yet. Brittany stopped answering Johnny's calls, and it was at this moment he found out that Sandy had captured her and was assaulting her.
Why'd you steal Brittany? Candy wants her too? No wonder I couldn't get a hold of her. Put her on the phone. Are you okay, Brittany? How's she ripping you? Grab the belt and hit her over the head with it. You're gay too, huh? No wonder. You sound like a little off when you was talking to me. I'm not gay, and it's over between you and I. I'm moving.
At this point, it was painfully obvious that Brittany is simply just another troll girlfriend, just like Candy and Sandy, but Johnny hadn't made the connection. Recommending violent crime like he did to Brittany was becoming a more featured part of his content as his trolls continued to frustrate him. He had fantasies of kidnapping his enemies and torturing them in abandoned buildings.
From my high school, he works for me. That big, huge black guy, I told him to do me a big favor. He's gonna kidnap you for a while, and he's gonna come pick me up, and we're gonna go in the van. He's gonna put you in the back of the van. You can't see me or him. The window's gonna be tinted like black, and he's taking me to abandoned house. He's gonna drag you to the house and put you on the chair, tied up, and guess what? Him and I's gonna be wearing. Mask of Scream.
No one was off limits when it came to feeling the fury of Johnny's newly found darkness. Not even his best friend, Mario, as he looked to secure a new girl.
She drives a black SUV, and she said, "John, I love you. I love you too, girl. And I told her she can come to Logan and come see me this summer. And Mario, keep your hands off of her. If you don't, I'm gonna break every last finger you have on your body.
It was clear that Johnny Elbows had been watching a lot of horror movies recently. First, he wanted to torture people in an abandoned building wearing a scream mask. Now he wanted to haunt Freddy Krueger himself.
Hey, Freddy Krueger. I'm not gonna have nightmares about you, dimwit. I don't have no nightmares about you. You know why I don't have nightmares? Because I don't sleep. I do sleep in the daytime, but I don't sleep at nighttime. Because you know why? I know your tricks. And the whole happy faces thing, I'm messing with you. I'm just messing with you. You know why I'm messing with you? Because I can. And I will.
But eventually all the emotional stress and trolling got to him, and now he wanted to quit the TikTok content that gave him so much joy in the beginning.
Girls, I'm giving up. No more TikTok for me. You girls don't have to follow me. Girls don't have to say hi to me or anything. I'm a nobody. And I'm gonna keep it that way. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care anymore. Why don't you guys just follow somebody else? And when you get this, Mario, I'm not gonna try. You guys just follow somebody else. I can't do this no more. You guys can just you guys can just follow somebody else. And me, I'm a nobody.
That video was made on the 26th of October, 2022. On the 27th of October, just one day later, Johnny Elbows would make another video amending his statement, saying he isn't quitting TikTok in general, but taking a break from it.
Hey girls, I'm not really quitting TikTok. I'm just taking a small little break. Because everyone needs a break every once in a while from TikTok. But girls, text me, love you.
Despite claiming that he would be taking a break, he made 3 more videos that day and returned 2 days later to quit again.
I'm not making no more TikTok videos. I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it no more. I'm done. Forever. You guys need to find someone. You need to find somebody else. I'm done.
And once again, he would be back, this time in a matter of minutes. Mario stepped in with a phone call to make sure Johnny stayed on the internet, even though he had given up against his trolls.
I'm not really quitting TikTok and blah 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 blah. Mario in Omaha says I don't need to quit. All those haters out there, you beat me. And
then, when his fans kept calling him out for the constant flip-flopping, he claimed he was being forced to do it by Mario.
You can pick somebody else to do this TikTok video. You don't need me. I'm just doing this because someone made me do it. Like Mario. Go ask him, not me. I'm just a nobody.
As time went on, his mood worsened.
You girls need to leave me alone. If you don't leave me alone, I'll do something. My friend will do something to you. You need to stay away from me, Susan and Tammy. You're a bunch of bitches. Don't want you.
Johnny received a temporary ban for breaking community guidelines. The ban prevented him from messaging anyone for 14 days, and although this annoyed Johnny, he decided not to quit this time.
Johnny Elbows here. I don't know why it doesn't let me do it. Try to get a hold of people to talk to them, how their day is. TikTokers, I don't know why you have to do this again to me. I didn't do nothing wrong. And now, you guys are a bunch of... I'm not gonna say it. I gotta wait for another 14 days or 2 weeks. So be it. I don't really care anymore. I don't like you people. I know you don't like me. And there's no way you're gonna get me off of TikTok. I'm not quitting. If you be mean to me, telling me I can't do this, can't do that, so be it, because I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to take this crap from you guys.
His first ban was for intentionally doxing himself, and nobody knew why he received this second ban. But Johnny seemed convinced it was because he was twerking in one of his videos. Whatever the reason was, the ban pissed off Johnny and ruined the poor guy's birthday.
Why'd you make me bananas, TikTokers? I was just trying to do the right thing, and all you guys wanted to do is cut me off. Now, put me back on with my friends. If you don't, I'll have my Russian guy take care of you. Don't doubt me. I got a friend, his name is Joseph, and he's a lawyer. And he will get me out of this, again. And you better put me back in, or else. If you don't, this is the last time you're ever gonna see me. Banana boys. And if you don't do it, I'll just tell everyone you gone bananas. And all you haters out there, you can go suck it. Today was my birthday and you ruined it. You know what? I hate you, TikTokers. And you know what? You can go suck it. Forever. The end, morons.
After that incident, Johnny was determined to stay off TikTok for a while and had serious doubts on whether it was worth returning at all. He eventually decided to, but on one crucial condition.
I just want to tell you, I will get back on TikTok on one condition. And every girl out there has to be nice to me.
His condition wasn't met because Brittany would break his heart once again. But in true Johnny fashion, he returned to TikTok anyway. But if Johnny wasn't having any luck with his online social life, then at least he still had his neighborhood friends, right? Johnny Elbows, being the kind of guy that he was, had trouble making friends with people his age. Instead, he would only really hang out with the neighborhood kids who wanted to laugh at him and the teenage bullies who wanted to prank him.
Okay, do your firepower.
Elbows. Firepower, guys.
Johnny Elbows. Dab.
The kids would majorly get him to dance on street corners, parks, and the library. Sometimes they even invited him to eat with them.
Yeah. Alrighty. That will improve this interview by a lot.
I'm kind of over.
How old are you?
36.
God damn.
I'm going on 38 next year.
What's your
Wait,
Oh wait, no, he's 30.
Actually,
He's
37.
37 this year, turning 38 next year. Okay.
One of them took their
Eat your
bikini
dick.
off.
Holy
God.
Bro, wishes he was there. Johnny catching girls. Did you do anything?
No, I just...
Sat there and watched.
Actually, one of them gave me a lap dance.
The teenagers, on the other hand, were a completely different story. They were only interested in getting Johnny to do dangerous pranks. As an extreme example, they once pranked Johnny into going on a double date, but instead of a nice restaurant, they tricked him into going inside of an abandoned house and locked him inside. Chad Johnny Elbows, though, didn't give them the satisfaction of panicking.
Actually been on a couple funny days with the friends. All they did is say, John, we challenge you a double dare party with some girls. Bring them on. We went to this abandoned house, like a big house. It was abandoned. And I guess when I went inside of it, they locked me in behind me. They said, are you scared? Nope, not scared at all. Because I was scared in my bones, but my bones was shaking when I was shaking a little bit. And I told myself, calm down, John, calm down. They're just trying to scare you. And yeah. And after they got done with me, guess what I told them? I told them, I dare you to get in there now.
Johnny may have kept it cool in front of the teenagers, but he holds a deep grudge towards them. He even admitted that he wouldn't mind shooting them and taking their money just like in GTA 5.
Teenage kids called me this morning saying, John, how come you're not getting back on TikTok? Well, It's a long story, and I'm not gonna tell it to you. Then they said, go ahead and tell us. Well, okay, I'll keep it short this time. So, when I was on TikTok, people have been saying, Johnny Elbows suck, Johnny Elbows the loser, Johnny Elbows a fat. And I told myself, and I called, the TikToker called me, says, John, you can get back on there, but nothing inappropriate and nothing about your Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay. I told him everyone else does it. How come I just can't do it? Alright, you can do it, but don't go into the gentleman club, do not pick up or anything else. But can I shoot people and take their bank money? Yeah, you can do that, but don't do it all the times because we're watching you. Yeah.
Overall, it was clear to Johnny at this point that his only true friend was Mario. Even though Mario was only exploiting Johnny for views on his own TikTok account, Johnny either doesn't know or doesn't care. Outside of his mom and dad, Mario, aka Big Boy of Omaha, was the only person who really even bothered to pretend to be nice to John. And so their symbiotic friendship continued. Mario got to milk his lolcow for views, and Johnny got some positive attention he's been craving, and made some content that people actually wanted to see.
Sometimes I sing the songs in my head. I go, I wish I had everything I want to be here with you.
Oh, sing it, dude! Sing it, dude!
To be here every single day of my life. Every single day, if you see me at the public library here in Logan, just give me a hug, give me a shout out, give me a big, huge, wet kiss on the cheek.
Hey.
And the guys just bring me a bunch of racing games and a new headphones for my PS4 with the microphone on it and play online instead of people. And I want everybody give me a crown.
But Johnny was about to mess this up too. During one of his TikTok live streams, Johnny would cancel himself. It all started when Johnny and Mario had to change their location because some of the local kids were picking on him.
Losers, my lord. John, I'm about to just have you get in my car and we'll just go somewhere, man.
Let's just do that.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Get away from them.
These kids probably had experience in stalking Johnny and making his life hell. According to Johnny, they do it every summer when they're off school. Mario offered to drive Johnny away from the scene, and had they done that, the disaster that was about to happen might have been averted. Instead, they only move across the street to a public park. Mario suggested they could either leave or pretend to call the cops to get the little brats off their back.
Well, we'll just tell them to leave, dude. Or you can just pretend call the cops on them. They'll get them scared.
Yeah.
That's actually got to deal with that, man.
The kids, being the relentless balls of energy that they are, faithfully track down Johnny to the park, and Johnny identifies the kids that usually bothers him.
Those girls don't bother me.
Yeah, as long as they don't bother you, you know.
The one kid doesn't, but the one in the blue does.
Yeah.
I know him. Every time they move, I have to move. Every time I move here, they have to move here too. Annoying me even more.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude. I'm sorry you gotta deal with that.
And this is where the sequence spins out of control. The kids push Johnny's buttons, and Johnny makes some extremely weird comments.
What's I'm gonna do here? Leave him alone, dude. He doesn't have Snapchat. Come on, dude. Get real.
I don't have Snapchat. I don't even go on that.
I just want to be friends.
We are friends, but...
Alright, they're leaving you. I'm sorry. I apologize about this, everybody.
Especially that girl in the shorts keeps looking at me.
Leave him alone, John. Don't pay them no attention, man. If you don't give them any attention, they won't bother you. You know what I mean? No, John. What? No, dude. No, dude.
No, not her butt. Her shorts.
No, dude. No,
I like
man.
the shorts of hers.
No, dude.
And
No, bro. That's not. No, bro.
Yep, In a short, unfortunate 45 seconds, Johnny's 2 minutes of fame was officially over. Johnny had stepped on that line that no celebrity comes back from. Making sexual comments about a 12-year-old was way out of pocket and disgusting, even by Johnny Elbow standards. Just seconds before this car crash of a moment, Mario even gives Johnny good advice, telling him to ignore the little rascals. Chances were they get bored and leave eventually, but Johnny couldn't put the brakes on. The comment is made worse by his pathetic attempt to rescue it, saying he was actually talking about her shorts. He probably would have never taken back that statement had Mario not immediately called him out for it. And as proof that he knew what he was doing, Johnny deliberately tries to change the topic to something about a basketball and a shoe.
But for shorts.
No, dude. No,
I like
man.
the shorts of hers.
No, dude.
And
no, bro. That's not. No, bro.
I found a basketball in that court and got stuck on up there. I had to use my shoe to throw it.
What?
Yeah, I had to throw the shoe at the basketball. You know how the basketball gets stuck in between those two metal things? The glass and the metal thing?
That time, not even Johnny himself knew what he was talking about. Mario was in distraught and in shock. He knew his once-in-a-lifetime cash cow had just shot itself in the foot.
Hold on, John. I gotta clarify something in the comments. He didn't mean that, y'all.
I didn't mean that at all.
I think he meant the shorts.
I meant the shorts.
Definitely wrong either way. Shouldn't have said anything either way, y'all. So I, on behalf of him, want to apologize. Yeah, I'm not okay with that either, y'all.
After that half-arsed attempt, Mario decides it's a lost cause and ends the stream.
Obviously, I had no idea what he was gonna say or why he said that. But y'all, I do apologize again. His comments have no bearing on me. I don't support that or endorse that.
And you can look at the hat one more time.
All right, y'all. Be easy. I'm out.
It's almost hilarious how desperate Mario was to distance himself from the sinking ship. He wasted no time in cutting all ties with Johnny and making another video on his channel, distancing himself from the situation again.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Big Boy of Omaha here, a.k.a. Mario, a.k.a. the camera guy from Johnny Elbows Live. Y'all, I am so sorry for what he said today. That shit's disgusting. I do not condone it. I'm sickened. Really, been nauseous since that shit happened. Just absolutely appalled. I lost all respect for that dude. I don't give a about his condition. There's no excuse for what he said. And then his explanation, I'm like, Johnny, why did you say that? And he said, because I was being ornery. That. No. I have a child. It's not cool. Even if I didn't have a kid, no way. So, y'all, I gotta be honest with you. I have 20,000 notifications, and I'm not exaggerating. My has been blowing up. So eventually I'm gonna be taking down all the Johnny Elbows videos and just focusing on my own.
Mario deleted all the Johnny Elbows videos off his channel, privates his TikTok page, and vanished into the mist. For Johnny, though, there was no escaping this. He dropped his own apology video the very next day.
I take it all back what I said to that girl. And I'm sorry I said that. I wish I'd take it all back. And Mario, when you get this, I'm sorry. I hope you forgive me someday, and if you don't, that's okay. And I'm sorry what I said. I'm so sorry. Hopefully I can take the whole thing back. When I do, then...
The reality of the situation dawned very fast on Johnny. He had no friends on his side, and eventually it clicked for him that Mario wasn't his pal. Just days after publicly apologizing to Mario, he returned to TikTok to berate him and put a hit on his head.
I'm just gonna be plain old Jonathan Lee Thornton. And no, I am not gonna be on TikTok anymore. Sorry. Mario took my money and my coins away from me. Go find him and beat the hell out of him. If you want. You can beat him up if you want, go ahead. I don't care anymore. Mario and I is not friends no more. He's just a big, small bully. And when you see him, tell him he's a little bully, like a little baby. Baby bully. That's what his new nickname can be.
Johnny confirmed here what everyone already suspected. Mario was hardcore exploiting Johnny and was cheating him out of the money. It needs to be said that Mario really is the true villain of this story. Johnny was living peacefully in his small town in Iowa without the pressures and responsibilities of being an internet star before Mario came along to give him a taste of that fame. Johnny was already struggling with bullies and jesters in real life, and Mario opened Johnny up to a whole new stratosphere of trolling all, whilst ripping the rewards for his embarrassment. With all that said, though, that doesn't mean Johnny is innocent. People who jump into the defense of Johnny tend to urge everyone to remember he's mentally stunted as an 8-year-old due to the accident he had as a child. But going through everything we've covered today, more context only makes the incident look worse. The endless Candy and Sandy saga, alongside all his other online love interests, prove that Johnny Elbows constantly has on the brain. He constantly kept inviting girls to come see him in his home, and he definitely lied about at least one of his exes. Then when you add the constant horniness to the fact that Johnny almost exclusively interacts with kids and teenagers, then you start to understand why Johnny needs to be under constant supervision. At the end of the day, Johnny's content was more incomprehensible and weird than it was evil, but Johnny at the very least needs to stay off the internet.
Johnny Elbows here. I'm always here working with these other guys that are friends of mine. They always put me to work. They're my friends, and I always like them so much. They're my best friends